Hello, it's Tree Sprite, and we're back for another drawing session. We're doing some more Pokemon. So expect more Pokemon art batches in the future. Because I'm doing quite a few for TikTok. So if you want to see, just the individual Pokemon videos or request your own, go to TikTok, I don't know. Today's Pokemon, we got Honedge. That was under the request of 10 million plot holes. And they just like Honedge and Aegislash. And then we've got a shiny Eevee. That was the request of Jade and Stray Galaxies 2030. And then I added a shiny Loftus. Not as a request of anybody, but I thought it would add something to this page because it was looking a little bit boring. And then, this is in a sketchbook with like a little bit thinner paper. So I have like a card in there that I got from like a coworker from Christmas because it's thicker paper. And it kind of like stabilizes the page so that way it's not flip-flopping everywhere. The difference between this one and another one I'm going to do in the future is that I added little tiny papers to the corners. And then in this one, I did not do that, so you can see a little bit of the drawing on the other page, and unfortunately it did, make some marks on the other side, so I had to cover that up and fix the drawing on the other side, basically. Otherwise, I'm going to go insane because I need it to look nice. And one of the things that happened is that, I added some, a little bit of some shading to Honedge, because I did that picture of Aegislash and I didn't do it, and it didn't look as nice, so this looks a lot better. Definitely put a little bit more effort and you can get some nice drawings. And as for shiny Eevee, that was pretty straightforward. I didn't have to think too hard about that. Eevee's an easy character to draw. I do have a shiny, actually no, I haven't hunted any of these Pokemon in any of the games, so maybe at some point I will hunt them. Trying to think of more things to talk about. Okay, so this week I've worked as like a mid-shift manager at my grocery store job, and normally I close. I will say it wasn't that bad, but I don't know. I like closing because all the other people go home and you're not watched as much by the people that are in charge of you. I mean, they do watch cameras because it's a retail job. They're gonna watch the cameras. But it doesn't feel as high pressure if they're like actually there with you. But another thing is that like with mid-shift they want you to like audit registers so that way each register has the money that it's supposed to. And like my mom works with me, and she works mornings, so but where I'm working mid-shift, she's still there, and I'm not supposed to audit her register, and a lot of times they already audited the other one, so like I'm not auditing, and then like they want you to do pickups, and that's where you go to like each register, and like take the money, count the money, sort it, and then like, count how much money's in the safe. And the first 2 days I was being mid-shift, there wasn't enough like managers there. I was by myself, so like one of the things they don't want you to do when you're by yourself is do pickups, because just stop what you're doing and answer pages for like minors because they're not allowed to with alcohol, right? Um, and then another thing they want you to do is use scan change. So that's like self checkout. You gotta go to the machines, move the change from the little change drawer, and then sort it to where the machine can dispense it, and then like see how much rolls of change you need to put in there. And I did do that like 2 of the days. One of the days, they had another manager come in at like 3, and they sent me to lunch, and then they did like all the mid-shift things, so there was nothing for me to do. So, it's nice when you have things to do. Not so nice when you don't have things to do. And when I'm closing, I try to do as much stuff as possible, so that way they don't have to worry about things in the morning. A lot of times I'm like cleaning and sorting things and, making sure the kids do their chores, because like, they do have like a janitor for the mornings, but at night they don't have like a janitor. So a lot of the tasks the kids have to do is related to like janitorial work, basically. Um, but yeah, that's basically me just rambling way too long about my job. But I made it, and now I get to have 3 days off, so that's nice. I asked for 3 days off because my birthday is on the 12th. So I wanted the 10th, 11th, and 12th off. I did not want to work on my birthday. Um, yeah, I think that is everything I have to ramble about today. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully sometime soon. Bye bye.